This is your prime-time forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, East Alabama Waste, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College and the venue at 5 Points Farms, here's Dr. Don.
Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your Tuesday, September the 11th, 2024. Let us not forget today. Let's remember the significance of September the 11th, 2024. We're also going to be talking about the possibilities of some rain across Alabama and Georgia, maybe even some storms, all associated with Francine. We'll let you know where Francine's at this morning, when we expect landfall, and what that means for East Alabama and West Georgia, coming up on this morning's edition of your Prime Time Forecast. Brought to you by the fine folks at Genesis Weight Clinic in downtown Roanoke. You can check them out online at genesisweightclinic.com or give them a call at 334-863-LOSS. or stop by Genesis Weight Clinic, conveniently located in downtown Roanoke. Tell Miss Melissa Hughes that Dr. Don's Weather sent you. Also, get in touch with Jamie Dukas. Get your ducks in a row with Dukas. Alpha Insurance. Anywhere in Alabama and Georgia, he can handle all of your insurance needs, both on the commercial side and personal insurance. And folks, he can save you money. I mean, that's important right now in this economy that we're living in. And in a lot of cases, he can increase your insurance coverage. Jamie Dukas at 256-831-7770. Let's talk about Hurricane Francine. Francine is barreling down on the Louisiana coast this morning and will make landfall later on this afternoon. Now, the storm is expected to dump a good bit of rain across Alabama and even across portions of Georgia. Believe it or not, up here in the northeast Georgia mountains, we're further removed from the storm than you guys in Alabama, but we're looking at probably the same amount of rain up here in the northeast Georgia mountains because of the interactions between the tropical system and the mountains, the Appalachians. It increases the rain rates in the mountainous areas. So a good bit of rain up here in northeast Georgia. I think most common amounts once this thing's over with is going to be between 2 and 4 inches. And, you know, there could be some localized higher amounts, but I think 2 to 4 inches is plausible, and that'll be spread out over a couple of days. So I don't think we're looking at a major flood event here. But certainly some localized street-level flooding, periods of heavy rain, hydroplaning will be an issue, and there could be a few streams and creeks that get out of their banks, but I don't think we're looking at a major deal here. And then there is a brief tornado possibility tomorrow, and we'll show you that graphic here in a few moments. Winds will be gusting 40 miles per hour later today through Thursday. I think the further west you go in Alabama, I-65 and west, the better the chances will be for seeing that 40 mile per hour wind gust. Across East Alabama and West Georgia, we're probably in the 25 to 30 mile per hour range of seeing gust. Now, that's certainly strong enough to bring a few tree limbs down, which could knock out some power, but I'm not looking for widespread power issues across Alabama or Georgia in association with Francine. Now, here's the severe possibilities. This is for tomorrow, Thursday, and you'll notice that central Alabama, right along that I-65 corridor, is in a slight risk category. That's a 2 out of 5 for the possibility of severe weather, and primarily that's going to be those small, quick spin-up tornadoes. That does get into East Alabama, portions of Talladega, part of Clay County, extreme southwest Randolph. We're talking Coosa, Tallapoosa, western, southwestern Chambers County, and then western Lee County will be in that slight risk category on Thursday. So you do need to be weather aware as you go throughout your day on Thursday. Make sure you have multiple ways of receiving severe weather information. So let's look at the expected track of Francine. You can see at 4 a.m. this morning, Francine is located in the northwest Gulf of Mexico, headed to the northeast, and we're looking at landfall sometime later on today, maybe in the vicinity of Houma, Louisiana, and then right up the Mississippi, right across just to the west of New Orleans, I should say, and then right up into extreme southwestern Mississippi. Maybe a little bit further. The track may end up being a little bit further east than we originally thought. It looked this time yesterday, it looked like the storm was going to track right up the Mississippi River, maybe a little bit east of the Mississippi River. So that does put it a tad bit closer to Alabama. It's not going to be a fun day on Thursday into Thursday night and maybe lasting into Friday morning. But again, this storm is intensifying this morning, but once the hurricane makes landfall, it'll fall apart pretty quick. We're talking lots of upper-level wind shear inland, so once the storm makes landfall, it should get wrapped up with dry air, and we should start losing intensity pretty quickly. So I don't look for this to be a big deal as far as the effects of a hurricane are concerned. Certainly wind, gusty winds, some rain, and now the possibility of a few severe thunderstorms, possible small spin-up tornadoes. This certainly is not going to be a major hurricane event, but we're going to watch this for you and keep you updated as we head forward throughout the rest of this period. So current conditions this morning at the venue at 5 Points Farms is currently 65 degrees. Wind out of the northeast at 2, gusting to 6. Humidity is 80%. Barometric pressure 30.05. That should continue to fall. The dew point is 59. High temperature yesterday, 85. We already have cloudy skies, and so we won't see the sun again probably until Saturday, maybe Friday afternoon, but likely on Saturday. Sunrise this morning at 6:24. Sun sets this evening at 6:54 p.m. Here's your 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. It looks pretty wet. 30% chance of seeing a shower this afternoon. Understand these showers are going to come in waves. They'll be in those tropical feeder bands that spiral around the hurricane. That's what we're going to start seeing maybe as soon as this afternoon. So it'll rain like crazy for a bit, and then it'll quit. And you'll see those clouds overhead. They're going to be streaming along pretty quick, and maybe even a break in the clouds from time to time with a little sunshine popping through. And then it'll get dark again, and here we go with another tropical downpour. And this is going to continue for at least 24, maybe 36, 48 hours even possible with this system. 78 this afternoon, down to 66 tonight. 30% chance of rain this evening. Then on Thursday, a 90% chance of showers, perhaps a thunderstorm. The further west you go in Alabama, the better those chances of storms are going to be. And we're looking at that possibility of small spin-up tornadoes. Slight risk of severe weather across East Alabama tomorrow. That doesn't make it into West Georgia so much, but you're close. So all of East Alabama and West Georgia should watch that possibility. 74 your high on Thursday. Friday, a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms. 77 will be the high. I think by the time we get to high school football Friday night, the storm's going to be pulling off to the northwest. But there's still going to be a chance. There's still going to be scattered tropical showers around. So we're going to hold on to a 60% chance of rain during high school football on Friday night, 66 your overnight low. And then for the weekend, Saturday, a 50% chance of rain, 76. Sunday, back to partly sunny skies, 40% chance, 77. And on Monday, a 20% chance of rain, 79 degrees will be your high temperature. Here's your Southern Union State Community College live Doppler HD radar. And if you look down there to the southwest, you'll see that big blob. That is Francine moving off to the northeast and headed toward just west of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's where we think the landfall will be, probably mid-afternoon, 2, 3, 4 p.m. this afternoon. And then over into near Jackson, Mississippi, and then up to the north to near Memphis later on this evening and into tomorrow. Again, that keeps Alabama and Georgia on the stormy side of this system, meaning that all that Gulf moisture will get pulled up out of the Gulf of Mexico right across Alabama and Georgia. So it's going to be a wet period the next 24 to 48 hours across the region. Francine's not a particularly large storm. It's going to bring a good bit of rain, though, along and to the east of the track of that storm. We're going to be tracking this for you as we go throughout the day today and again on tomorrow. You can already see, though, that we do have some rain showers pushing into Alabama. They're very light in nature, but basically from I-85 south and from I-65 east, we have rain this morning already associated with Francine. The northern edge of that making it as far north as the Columbus, Phoenix City area. That'll continue streaming off to the north and northeast as we go throughout the morning. Please head over to our weather store. There's the link at the bottom of the page. If you'll go to the top of the video here on Facebook or down to the bottom on YouTube, you'll find a clickable link that will carry you over to our weather store. You can pick up that coffee cup, you can get you a t-shirt, you can get you a baseball cap, and part of the proceeds from the sale of those items come back to support us here at Dr. Don's Weather. I think we're just about ready to release our Discord channels to you. Be looking for an invitation to join us on Discord later on today. We were trying to get that done yesterday and had a few technical issues, but I think we got that worked out now, and I'll be posting this afternoon. A lot of cool stuff over there on Discord that we can do in our different channels on our Discord server. The National Weather Service advisories and watches and warnings. We have a channel dedicated just for that. So it's like a chat room. And you can go over there and you can access it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you'll see those watches and warnings populate. We're going to have a channel so that you can join us when we're live doing live severe weather coverage. You can join us, and I can actually bring you on air with me if you're in an area where significant weather is taking place and it's safe for you to give us a live video shot of what's going on. I can bring you on live with us. You can also send me pictures and videos. Just a lot of cool things we're going to be able to do with Discord. If you already have a Discord account, then you're familiar with all the things you can do. If you don't, it's very simple, folks. All you have to do is go to Discord, sign up. It takes you less than a minute to get an account. And then later on today, I'll shoot you that invite so you can go over and join Dr. Don on Discord. And I've got that set up on my phone. Anytime someone sends me a DM on Discord, I get notified immediately, and that's going to be the absolute best way to communicate with me moving forward as well. I'm available 7 days a week, pretty much from 5 o'clock in the morning to about 9 or 10 p.m. in the evening, and happy to answer your questions. So head over to Discord, get you a Discord account set up, and be looking for the link to join Dr. Don on Discord. Hope to have that out to you this afternoon. Have a fantastic day. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll be back probably, maybe we do a live broadcast this evening to kind of bring you up to date on what's going on with Francine. So be looking for that as well. If not, I'll see you back in here first thing tomorrow morning for another edition of your Primetime Forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your Primetime Forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, East Alabama Waste, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your Primetime Forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.